Senegal's first ever World Cup game. Their opponent, France, the reigning world champions. Senegal won 1-0. The biggest opening day shock the tournament had ever seen. The world called it a miracle. It wasn't. It was the first sign of a production line that is still running today. And 20 years later, it made them champions of Africa. Hold on to that. This is how Senegal built the most feared team on the continent. Before that, Senegal was a footnote, raw talent everywhere, and almost none of it stayed Senegalese. The best kids grew up, got good, and were absorbed by France, the old colonial pull. Senegal produced footballers the way it produced very little else, and then watched them leave to wear someone else's shirt. A talent farm for Europe, with nothing to show for it at home. So a few people asked a simple, stubborn question. What if we built the farm ourselves and kept the harvest? That's the bet Senegal made. Don't wait for Europe to find your kids. Build academies on Senegalese soil, world-class ones, and forge the players at home first. Then partner with Europe on your terms. Send them out when they're ready, as Senegalese internationals, not as someone else's lost talent. 2 pieces. Build the academy, control the pipeline. And the second piece is how a kid from a tiny town ended up making Senegal champions of Africa. Stay with me. Piece 1. The factories. In 2000, an academy called Génération Foot opened its doors. A few years later, another, Diambars. Real institutions, pitches, coaching, schooling, scouts combing the country for the next great talent. And Génération Foot did something clever. It partnered directly with a French club, Metz, so its best graduates had a clear, controlled path to Europe, the most famous of them. A kid spotted in a small town called Diambars. Sadio Mané. Mané is the whole thesis in one career, found by a Senegalese academy, sent to Europe through its pipeline, became one of the best forwards on earth, and came home to lead Senegal. Not a talent lost to France, a talent built, kept, and returned. And in 2022, the production line delivered the thing Senegal had chased for 60 years. The Africa Cup of Nations final, the whole continent watching. And it comes down to a penalty, taken by Sadio Mané, the kid from Diambars, the academy's finest product. He scores. Senegal are champions of Africa, for the first time in their history. A huge share of that squad came straight out of those 2 academies. This wasn't a golden generation that fell from the sky. It was manufactured, scouted, schooled, and sharpened on Senegalese pitches, then proven in Europe. The farm they built had finally produced a crown, but every production line has its limits, and Senegal's has too. First, the World Cup wall. African champions, yes. But at the World Cup, only that one magical run in 2002 has gone past the round of 16. Beating France once is not the same as surviving a knockout bracket. They haven't done it in 20 years. Second, the generation. The team that won the AFCON was built around a core that won't last forever. The academies have to keep producing the next Mané, not just bank the last one. So the question isn't whether Senegal can win in Africa. They did. It's whether the line can carry them deep at a World Cup, which is exactly why that hook matters. The academies that beat France in 2002 are still running, still scouting Diambars and 100 towns like it, still forging the next wave. Génération Foot, Diambars, and the ones that followed them. Senegal already crossed off the first goal. Be the best in Africa. The next one is bigger, and they say it openly. Be the first African nation to truly contend for and win a World Cup. So 2026 is the test. Not whether the talent exists, it obviously does. Whether the production line that conquered a continent can finally conquer a knockout bracket on the biggest stage. So how good are they, honestly? The floor is the round of 16, too talented, too well built to go out early. The ceiling is a quarterfinal and beyond, the run that would put an African team back in the World Cup's final rooms for the first time since 2002. But here's the honest verdict. Senegal stopped being a talent farm for other countries and became a factory for itself. African champions built almost entirely from the ground up. That is one of the great stories in world football, and it is nowhere near finished. So you tell me, do Senegal finally break the World Cup wall? Drop it below and tell me which country's plan you want next. Welcome to Matchday. Subscribe, we're doing this all tournament long.